You think there's a breaking point where if we get it so hard to connect to the grid for the individual people that it's just going to be everybody goes for their own
those
system?
Are really hard things to predict because, I mean, let's face it, consumers are consumers, and they can be fickle and other kind of things. But what I would say is that, look, we've got computers nowadays. We have smart grids. We're going to have people driving home and plugging in their cars to be charged. The utility could be putting in battery or other types of storage systems. Other people can have storage systems in their homes. And I think that they should embrace this because, look, time of use, smart meters, I mean, all that stuff can actually get programmed up to where they can start shutting off generators in the middle of the night when loads are down. And then if they have some kind of a surge, they can just go suck power out of your leaf that's sitting in your garage that has some power there, or somebody else who put in a battery system, and make sure that they return that power before you wake up to go to work. Now, what that does is that now starts to make the whole grid more efficient. I mean, the grid is, I don't know how much is lost, but probably
that was
40% of the energy generated down in Malaya never makes it out of the plug. So, I mean, if you can make things more efficient, whereby those generators are going all the time. When we charge batteries, for instance, we've done this for 30 years. My first PV systems were battery systems. And so we've learned a lot of things. And when I put in generators, we put them in and we charge those batteries up as quickly as we can. I mean, depending on the technology, you have different, absorption rates, et cetera. But the fact of the matter is that this whole grid could be like that, where, it's pulling power out of the grid, putting it back into the grid. Everybody's got battery systems. You may not need a undersea cable in a situation like that. And what my argument is here is that the public is more than happy to reach into their wallets or go down to the bank and borrow money and put in this PV. So if they're going to do all the generation facilities, why doesn't the utility company concentrate on storage facilities? And we wind up where the day may come before I die, or at least my kids die, where the Hawaiian Islands might have, other than liquid fuels for transportation and stuff, but as far as electricity is concerned, they could be self-sufficient, just like the old Hawaiians.
So what strikes